Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. This is my first live stream, so I'm hoping the audio is not too quiet or not too loud, blowing your eardrums out. I'm hoping the mixture of game volume, chat volume, or voice volume and all that sounds good, so please let me know what you think. We are on Attingham Park. We're going to be doing basically episode 8. I have a few other videos that I've done that have been recorded and edited. But if this is your first time joining in or seeing this, we are on a custom built farm by me on Attingham Park. There is a few preset farms, but I decided I was just going to build my own. We're up in the corner and we just have a few sheds and some other stuff, a few fields, a lot of grass work. This series has been totally dedicated to MaizePlus and pumps and hoses, and just kind of doing a let's play and me learning how to do all this. So just thank you for joining in. Also want to say thank you to all the veterans out there for your service. It is Veterans Day here in the States. Also, it is Remembrance Day across some countries. I'm not sure exactly where, but thank you for the service, and thank you for all the fallen who have lost their lives protecting our rights. So I want to say thank you on there. So today we have a few things we got to do. We got to lime or correct the pH in level 19 or field 19. Then I've taken on a hay baling contract in 41, so we'll be doing that. And then we'll see how far we are. Got a couple hours until I need to go pick up the kid from school. I had off work today due to Veterans Day, so we will be trying this out. So a lot of this is going to be a test stream, me just hoping it works, seeing how it goes, seeing if I can keep concentrated on everything without skipping around too much. We have cows, which I don't know if they're going to be needing much feed lately. Yeah, we'll probably have to feed them a little bit later. Hey JT, thanks for dropping in. Hopefully you can hear everything good. Well, we're going to start off by getting some lime spread in field 19. Then we will be moving everything over to do some hay baling in field 41. And we can show off some of the MaizePlus tedding and grass cutting and silage and whatnot. Hope you're doing well, JT. Thanks for dropping in. Glad you can hear me all right. We're just doing auto application so we can get the precision farming down fine. Don't have to worry about manually spreading it. So it should be pretty quick, short work of this field. I'm not sure how much lime we're going to go through. Thanks for the sub, JT. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like as well. I'm hoping to be able to do more live streams in the future. I haven't. This is my first one, honestly, with Farm Sim. But my schedule tends to be where I can't get on during the day much, so most of my streams would probably end up being weekend or late night streams. I just so happened to kind of have the day off, and the wife was out of the house and the kids at school, so I have the time to be able to jump on and play for a couple hours. We are burning through lime pretty good, so we'll probably have to get a few different loads in here. I know the new Platinum expansion's coming out next week, and a lot of the Giants partners are getting the early access previews, so a lot of those videos will be out this weekend. That'll be exciting. Looking forward to checking out that new map. It has a lot of new features and different things. I'm not huge into forestry, but it can be pretty fun, especially if they've added in some nice features or quality of life stuff. And the map just looks beautiful from all the pictures and gameplay I've seen so far. Really, JT, I've been playing Farm Sim since Farm Sim 19, so the last one. And I bought Farm Sim 22 pretty quick after it released. But it's a great game. There's a lot you can do, especially if you have various mods. The modding community is really good here. They do a lot of hard work. There's some great mods that turned into a great game, and Giants has been doing a really good job too, trying to make the game run smoother and better, and just also bringing in new features like the Platinum expansion they have releasing next Tuesday. It's a very relaxing game. I grew up playing a lot of action-paced, fast shooters and such games, and then I started getting into a little bit more simulation gameplay and started playing farming, and pretty much haven't looked back. I love playing, love just kind of taking care of stuff and building up a farm and progressing through. I have to grab more lime here. I believe I have store deliveries mod on. Yep, right there. Yeah, there's just something about simulators that a lot of them can just kind of bring, you don't have to stress too much about it. You just kind of can get in the flow of things and get going and don't have to worry so much. Nice after working for a long day or just wanted to calm the mind for the night. Hey Chris, that's how I was with FS19. I originally got the game for the PlayStation Plus when it came out on PlayStation Plus on console, and I could not put it down. So I ended up buying it for the PC, and since then I've been playing on PC between 19 and FS22 now, but I put a ton of hours into 19, I know that, between console and PC. I remember watching Mr. Sealy P's videos like nonstop, trying to learn everything and see all the new mods and the new maps. And thanks for dropping by the stream as well, Chris. This is my first live stream, so feel free to let me know if you think the voice volume's too loud or too quiet. It takes a lot of tweaking to kind of learn all this stuff and hopefully dial it in right. I agree, Chris. There is a ton of many awesome people in the FS community. I'm on Discord myself on a lot of different servers, and there's so many helpful people in there. And the mod community can be really good getting together. It's been awesome. I am, Chris. I am. Pretty much wanted to test and make sure my stream was set up when I jumped on the no man's land. Didn't want to start that one on a total train wreck. Kind of like how Mighty Mike's ended last night. But I've also wanted to get into live streaming a little bit more. Just kind of can be useful, especially for something like the Platinum expansion coming out here. You can kind of jump on a live stream and everybody can kind of see it together, learn together, and pretty cool. I see the Farm Sim guy has looks like a stream in a couple hours here. All right, so we should have Yeah, everything is lime now, good. Now we can start working on our baling contract. I am running precision farming, MaizePlus, pumps and hoses, animal grazing, kind of testing everything out on here. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer as best I can. If I can remember how to, there we go. With the animal, MaizePlus Animal Edition, they do go through their food really fast. You can go into the XMLs and tweak that. There is, I think, a couple tutorial videos out there on it. But they do go through their food really fast. We can take a look real quick. So it changes how the food is distributed. So TMR fills up each one of these bars, but I had this full the day before, and it's already down to halfway over one night. So, and that's playing on 3-day seasons. The nice thing is you can edit it though if you're annoyed by it or feel like you're spending all day trying to feed the cows. I only have 15 cows in there too. Alright, so we're gonna have to start grabbing all the equipment, start heading out for our contract. Hey, okay. Thanks for dropping by. That is the cow barn from the farmhand. It's just on the in-game mod hub. But I was looking for something that kind of blended in with the other Attingham Park buildings. That's kind of the one I could find closest. It does kind of have a brick pattern, but I liked it. It's pretty nice. The one thing I don't have set up yet is auto drive on here because auto drive had some visual bug with pumps and hoses and I just have not added it in yet. So we're gonna have to drive most of our equipment all the way down there. We have a hay baling contract on field 41, which is right across the river over here. I know there's a crossing right by it, I believe. We'll have to find that. Yep, right here. A little deep. But it'll do. So if you're not familiar with MaizePlus, really, we have some changes to the mowing, so you can do what they would call a conditioner or without the conditioner. And if you run it without the conditioner, you get what they call fresh grass. And if you run it with the conditioner, you get just kind of your regular base game grass. I don't know if it's, I'm not sure what they call it exact, conditioned grass, I think. Yeah, this is going to be a big contract. Probably going to take most of the stream. We'll probably set up some course play and get it going. We're going to run with conditioner, that way we don't have to set the target position better. See if that, no, it still hasn't adjusted our work with. Let me see. All right, there we go. Yep, now we're set. Close to our starting point. Hey, Cartech. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully I did this right. Oh no. Without conditioner. So you can look at my mistake here if you want. This grass here is the fresh grass without the conditioner on the mower. So we're going to change it to where we have the conditioner on the mowers. Then you can see this is kind of what they call conditioned grass in MaizePlus, and it's basically the base game grass. This here is the fresh grass. We can start grabbing some of the equipment though, and we'll start heading it that way. That way we can be ready with the course and everything. you don't know, Kartek's a YouTuber as well. He has a Let's Play on Calmsden as well as Attingham Park. Both of them are really good, so go check out his stuff. I believe he's using MaizePlus as well on Attingham Park. I believe you have an auto drive course set up, Kartek, don't you? I don't have one set up yet due to the pumps and hoses conflict that was out there. While the mower's running, we can look at the tedding a little bit. I don't know if you can see the controls on the top left, but what MaizePlus does is add different stages of tedding. You can do the base game tedding, which will take it straight to hay. Or you can do a tedding stage called conditioned. So if we cut this field and had fresh grass, we could condition it. Then we could turn it to semi-dry. Then we could turn it to hay. So when you're doing like silage and whatnot, you can bale it up and wrap it at those different stages. But I believe each stage will give you different volumes of bales. So you might get more volume out of, say, a semi-dry grass silage than, say, a fresh grass silage bale. And it sounds a little confusing at first, but once you get into it, it's not too bad. You start to understand it. Oh, okay, so maybe I'll check out Kartek's auto drive and load it into the game and see how it works with pumps and hoses. See if they fix that bug or not. For the sake of how big this field is, I'm not sure we're gonna do anything but just probably go straight to hay. I don't know if I want to run two stages of tedding and then we'll have to windrow it still and bale it and then take the bales over to the, I believe it's the livestock market. Yeah, Chris, that's the whole idea behind MaizePlus, is it adds in the customizable realism to the game, so you can, depending on where you live or what region of the world, you can do things a little more to what they would do where you're at. Or say you're playing on a US map, you can play more realistic by doing the different stages of grass work and silage. MaizePlus also adds in just a ton of different silage and feeds and whatnot. It's pretty cool. If you're into it, check it out. And now that things are updated, things are flowing a little bit easier. There's less questions. Makes it a little more simplistic. We'll clear the job he was on. And I'm not like an ultra realistic or realism by any means. I do things pretty basic, and I'm not a farmer in real life, so I don't know all the ways of how grass work or crops and whatnot's done. So I just kind of play how I like to play, but I try to incorporate some of the realism or do a little bit more realistic if I can. But I am by no means realism expert. Should probably just have him follow a similar course to. That'll work. I believe we're gonna run it just straight to hay. That way we're not running it twice. We might catch up to the mower. We might just have to back him down a bit or change his speed. Normally I like doing a lot of my own work. I'll tend to on my videos do kind of a course player setup and kind of do catch some of the scenes and whatnot. Then I'll go back and start working the fields myself. I enjoy doing grass work. I enjoy bales and grass silage. Kind of one of my favorite parts of the game. I do have 2 German Shepherds, so they are always roaming around the house and barking at the mailman or the delivery men, dropping off packages. hoping soon we'll be able to try out some of the other MaizePlus features, such as whole crop silage. I have a field planted that we can, when it's ready, we can try out. The maize silage part's gonna be a little tricky. We're probably gonna have to lease a lot of that equipment. I love my German Shepherds. I have a 7-year-old and a 1.5, I guess, year old. 7-year-old's adopted. Got him when he was around 4, or had just turned 4, from an acquaintance who had to give him up. So you'll have to excuse it if they decide to bark in the background every once in a while. Surprised how fast time is flying. Already been 45 minutes or so. Guess it flies when you're having fun, huh? The puppy is he's actually more relaxed than my older dog, which is kind of funny. Kind of a chill dog. He was when he was young, obviously he was chewing on everything, and what they basically a T-Rex or a raptor, they just chewed on everything. Well, once he hit about 1, he started to calm down quite a bit. For some reason does not have the ambitious drive to chase balls or whatnot as much as my older dog. My older dog, all his life, he will he'd probably jump off a cliff trying to save his chewy ball. Yeah, I had to have we put up gates all over the house just because he was chewing on the corners of the baseboard. He was chewing on the couch, the beds. Yeah, it was a fun time. But he's chilled out much more now. He tends to just chew on his chew toys. We got him some bones and whatnot. if anyone has any questions on MaizePlus or even the pumps and hoses, feel free to ask. We can break them out a bit. I can step off of here. We'd let the course play run. We can go over maybe some of the animal recipes or something if anyone wanted. You can also join the Discord and ask questions in there if you want. I believe the Discord is in the description, or might be able to post it here, see if Nightbot is doing its thing or working. Not sure it's working or not. We'll have to see. Well, it's in the description anyway. If you're just jumping in, we're doing a hay contract here on Attingham Park. We have most of our fields that we take care of have either been planted or we've already harvested a lot of the grass ones. We gotta wait for them to grow back in. I believe episode 7 we did some of the pumps and hoses where we applied some slurry to get the nitrogen levels set right. Realize I don't have GPS on this tractor. Gonna check a setting real quick. Oh, I think I forgot to let him join. Give him a couple minutes. Not sure if people like music in the streams or not. Do you have subscription where I can play music. I don't know if that would help. There we go. Well, I guess I mostly listen to kind of house or like low tempo when I game, but I could look through some of the choices and see what we have. Alright, I unmuted the music, so let's see. Let me know if that's coming through or if it needs to be louder or not. How's that? Any better? Oh great, I'm not sure what he's doing. Trying to do that little strip and then he'll say he's done. Yeah. Let me just see if tweaking it a bit more. Hopefully that's good for everyone. Across the little stream here. Hopefully don't fall over. Nothing like submerging everything underwater. I was told if I tipped the tractor going through there to blame Cartech because he told me about it. I'd like to be able to buy this sheep pasture at some point because it's kind of built into the map, but I need to figure out how to do the custom, set up my own custom grazing areas for the map. I was hoping an update for Attingham would be coming out, but seems to be a little way off. Trust me, Cartech, if I tip over in there, I'm gonna do a little short blooper reel and put your name all over it. We could probably finally wash the mowers. I haven't washed them for a few cuts. Yeah, Cartech's done a lot on Combson. He's got, I don't know how many episodes now, but he's done a really good job on it. It's hard for me to keep up. Doing a really good job on adding him too. It's easy watching, easy watching. That's what I love about the JCB. I can make these super tight turns. Looks like Nightbot's finally doing its thing. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done an Elk Mountain video, I'm not gonna lie. I started getting into Attingham and wanted to try out some of the other stuff and life's been pretty busy lately with work's been slammed. So it's been hard to keep up. And I've been enjoying trying out the new MaizePlus and the Pumps and Hoses DLC. But I'm hoping to be able to eventually get back to Elk Mountain. Maybe do some live streams on it if people are down for that. I agree a bit, Chris. It is tough to find a good US map. It seems some of them, they're either really open and large and it's hard to get a lot done on them. Yeah, or they're flat. The other thing is, it seems like some of them always have bugs or they're always in like a constant build mode. Calmston's just, it's hard to beat Calmston with the detail and the just how nice it is laid out. And if you wanted to do some of the smaller farming, a UK map's always nicer because you can use small equipment. You don't need large tractors, huge plows, huge planters to go through all the US maps. I'm really hoping with the new Silver Run map that it opens the door for the map makers to add in some extra detail and stuff, because I believe they're releasing a few of the things to basically to the public or to the open. That way they're not locked behind something. Might have to run two. I'm not sure if the hedge collision will be a problem. Then I'm going to need to, I believe, save this. Call it F41 windrow. PC is gonna melt, Kartek. Let's see how he is almost done. Nice. We can go grab the trailer and we can get also the baler. We're gonna need the McCormick for the baling because I believe it needs the horsepower. Could be mistaken. Up on there. I'll just park him right here. We can go grab the New Holland and go grab our trailer. I do have a trailer by 4D modding, and it is auto load. Makes life a little easier, especially when you're doing contract work or just doing a lot of bales. I don't mind using the telehandler and doing some manual loading. Sometimes it's just very time consuming. I believe Farm Sim Guy has a stream in an hour here probably now. That's going to be going over a lot of the Platinum expansion, the new map, the new features, just all of that stuff. He's already released a couple videos, and I know a lot of the Giants partners have already got the Platinum expansion for early release, so they can do some reviews and whatnot on it. Looks like we need to refuel the JCB. I'm not sure he's gonna make it. Totally forgot to look. I don't think I have anything I can take over to him as well. I just have to switch out the tractors when we get there. Need to unload these bales. We'll probably just drop them right here for now and use them with the feed. Yeah, Chris, I do a little bit of logging, but I'm not huge into it by any means either. So But it is nice to see the new features of the map, how they've seemed to add in a lot of stuff like the streams and some other textures and quality. The rainfall I think looks nicer. So I'm hoping that'll transition into that was a terrible turn. Transition well into year 2 here coming up after the new year, and hopefully we can get some new maps. Also, that should help map makers be able to make maps even nicer quality or easier, possibly on systems. I'm not sure how that'll all work, but it is nice to see new stuff. Hopefully brings a little bit of a crowd and brings a little bit more to the game that can be moved over to the farming side of stuff. I do wish the map had maybe more agriculture on it. It looks like from the PDA, from what I've seen, it only has like a handful of fields, tops. But also maybe it'll make logging more fun. Maybe it'll make it easier. I have a feeling we're gonna have to switch out the JCB with the New Holland and go refuel the JCB. Worried he's gonna be stuck in the middle of the field. Welcome back, Cartech. Probably a terrible spot to park that, huh? Let's see. It is getting a little low. Drop him here. We will take him back to get refueled. Hook up the New Holland. And maybe we can get the baler going. I think we're gonna have to load up the course for him. I think he might already have. Let's see if that worked. Waypoint. Go. Go. Need to do some contracts just because getting a little low on the money. And I would like to be able to eventually get into where we are buying what is it? Like molasses and the water and the mineral feed for all our cows. I did a little bit the last episode. It'd be nice to actually get some of that, get it over to the silos I have, as well as store some of it in the barn. That way we're doing something a little more like a proper feeding instead of just hay and silage. Time is flying. I believe we already have some. Yes, we do. Hope the stream quality's been good for everyone. Hope it hasn't been buffering or lagging too much. Hope the audio's been good too, and I just realized my music stopped. Why did it do that? I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Farm Sim Guy and ArkZ Gaming, the No Man's Land multiplayer series they did. But after they kind of stopped and moved on to another map, Cop Free for All took over kind of the series for 5 episodes, and it kind of became this thing where it was going to be passed around to some YouTubers, whoever wanted to do it, get on the list, I believe, and it'll be just kind of a way to continue on the save game without, there's a couple rules in place, like not buying a bunch of equipment or doing stuff and drastically changing anything, but it's kind of a way for each YouTuber to continue on something, playing together, as well as leaving a mark, kind of their own style or flair on something. And right now, Mighty Mike Farms will be wrapping up his 5th episode, I believe, tomorrow. And then I'm pretty sure I'm the next one in line, so I'm hoping to be able to live stream those 5 episodes. And that's partially why I did this stream, as well as I've been just wanting to get into trying out streams and see if I even like them. So, glad to hear everything's been sounding good and quality's been good, because it makes me a little more confident going into the No Man's Land episodes. Hopefully I'll start those this weekend. Only thing I've been meaning to look at is, so I thought the cows did not produce milk until 27 months in MaizePlus. Could be totally wrong on this. Maybe it's 24 months. But they just started producing milk the last month at 24 months. The only thing I could maybe think is I had to edit the cow's age, because I updated that cow barn I have and it removed it from the map. So I put the cows back in there and changed their age, so maybe that screwed with it. Or possibly I'm just not familiar with the new MaizePlus update and it started producing milk. Guess we'll find out. I'll have to look into it a little bit. We have a ton of baling contracts we can do. I'm only doing the one right now. It is 24 Kartek, okay. For some reason I had 27 months in my head, like that was like stuck in my head, but maybe it is 24 or maybe it was 27 at one point. I'm not sure. That's good to hear. I do have the manual in the description. If anyone wants to see the MaizePlus manual, it should be linked somewhere down there near the bottom. I should make it a Nightbot command so people can just ping it. Okay, so we're right in that age range. That's good to know. Thank you, Kartek, for checking on that. I also think I'm gonna add in the automatic milk sale mod. I think selling milk every month or every day is more appropriate than waiting and having, 50,000 liters that we sell at the premium time. Yeah, that's what I'll make the ping. Next stream it'll be there. Oh, the next Attingham Park stream it'll be there. I like to get the bales picked up off the perimeter right away so that when the baler does the up-down rows, he doesn't run into them and get blocked by them. I also only have about 30 to 45 minutes left because I do have to pick the kid up from school, so cannot be late for that. I'd say go for it, Chris. The only thing I would say is maybe try it out on a fresh new game first. Because adding it into, say, a save game with a ton of mods that you already have enabled can sometimes be a little finicky or buggy. The updates have been out there, so it has been a lot better lately. But I know when I first started and I had a bunch of script mods or other mods, I was having some issues and it almost becomes frustrating to a point. But it's been doing really well now, and I've been slowly adding in different mods to check it out. Pumps and hoses didn't help because it had a lot of conflicts with mods too. Hey Mark. Yes, a live stream. Finally. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for checking it out. I'm hoping to be able to stream the No Man's Land save. This is my test for all that. Car tech. Yeah, don't watch the earlier bits, Mark. We want to want you to hear what we said. Just messing. I believe it's been going good from what Bartek and Chris and another viewer earlier said. Quality's been good, audio's been good. Chris, MaizePlus should be compatible on all maps. The only thing I would say to watch out for is if you have a map with a lot of extra, what would you call them, fill types. So something like Elk Mountain, where it has a ton of different fill types that are added in, like all the gold and the iron and the coal or whatever and the oil. You might see some issues there, or you might have to edit it to be able to be compatible. But the only way to really try out would be testing it on basically a blank save and see if it works. If you do add it into like a save game, I would say make sure you have a backup just in case something goes wrong. I have backups of probably all my saves, and I do it just about weekly because I dread the day that something possibly happens to my PC and I lose it all. Hey there, buddy. A little tight. So if you're not familiar with the save, I decided to build my own farm up here. I have field 23, 22, 18, 17, and 19. The preset farms on Attingham Park are down here. There's one with a sheep pasture and a chicken pen. I believe Cartech's on this one, on his save game. There's another one here with a sheep pen and a cow pasture. Alright, thank you, Mark. And then there's one more up here that has a horse pasture and a pig pen. I do like these two down here are really nice, but I just was in the mood to kind of build my own, do my own thing. Have you watched any of the videos for the new map and content, Mark, yet? I know FSG has put a couple videos out and has a live stream coming up. I'm not positive on how many hours I have on Attingham yet, Mark. I've done about 7 episodes that are all somewhere between a half hour-ish to 45 minutes, and those usually take Probably 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, depending on how much I cut out and whatnot. Well, I mean, it's not a lot. I just started on it when MaizePlus and Pumps and Hoses came out, so most of my hours are in the Western Wilds and Elk Mountain. And then I played a little bit on Calmsden before starting to record videos and whatnot. I gotta find out how do I get over to the... Will this take me out there? Yeah. I saw on, I think it was DJ Goham's page, if you ride the roller coaster, I think 15 times, you get super strength enabled. Like, you just automatically get it enabled. I don't know if it stays on forever or what, but you don't need any mods. For some reason I'm having popping on the ring. Oh, I am lost. How do I get out of here? Need to turn off hedge collisions. Drive right through them. Mind me cut through the field. Yeah, I would say easy dev is definitely quicker. Quicker than getting all the materials, build the roller coaster, then have to ride it 15 times. It might be nice for console players. I don't know if it enables for console players or not. First time they can get super strength without having a modded pallet or something. Probably verify on the contract that it's actually supposed to be delivered here. To the livestock bales, which that should be this one. Yep. See if I can find a quicker route back to the... Thought I'd be able to sneak through over here. That would be nice, Mark, to be able to... Them just have it in the menus already, make it easy. Oh, I totally missed this when I drove by, didn't I? That's what I get for looking at chat. How many shorts of people riding the roller coaster do you think we'll see? I know Cartech's probably already got one lined up. Ooh, not getting the platinum yet, Cartech, huh? I didn't know if you were a season pass holder or not. While they're running, I'm gonna run over to the farm. Just do a little show off. We have the farmhouse. I believe that's... forget who made that. That's a mod. Most of the buildings are the Attingham Park built-in mods. Then this is a mod I downloaded, which is the cow pen or cow barn. Then we have some of these silos from the MaizePlus. You can store your mineral feed and some other feed products in there from that brand, and I believe anything really. And this is from the pumps and hoses DLC, so that's a slurry tank from there. And then this does separated manure, which you can use instead of straw for your cows as bedding. And that's pretty much it. I believe the manure heap I have over here is from MaizePlus as well. And then I have the grazing mod, so you can see they've actually been grazing a bit in here too. All you have to do is place the cow barn down, and then you can paint in the meadow grass, like so this style grass. You just paint that right in there and then it'll stay. And from then on it'll grow and they'll just eat it as needed. Pretty cool. Nice features. But I really do need to work on an auto drive course from here all the way out to the little town. That way I can get a route all put together. And this is I removed all the old VGA parts except for the bunker silo. And I put in the pumps and hoses VGA. And I just realized here, I think I put this backwards. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why would you put that big pipe and auger right over top of the fill point? I'm gonna have to delete that and flip it around now. Yeah, Cartech, I really enjoyed the Kubota pack just because, well, I'm from the States and I see some Kubota stuff and I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a small DLC, but it was nice to see. And then the Vermeer pack was pretty fun too. I mean, simple DLCs, but nothing crazy. Sorry, I'm looking at this thing all up close because that's what I'm used to working on. Something like this. Then we have the branded truck here and trailer. So we can use this to transport, I think, almost anything. I think this will take pretty much anything. We have a slurry tank here for, I believe, the digestator. Maybe this slurry goes into here, I'm not sure. Then we have the buy points for, it is brewer's grain, beet pulp, and mineral feed. There's beet pulp, brewer's grain, and the mineral feed stuff. Looks like he's done just in time. take him back to the farm, then we can start grabbing the rest of the bales. I also wanted to put down see how much it is, see if we have enough money to do it or not. But there's a molasses tank by, I'm gonna butcher his name, but it's just Adam on the mod hub. And you can use it kind of as like a storage tank to put molasses and whatnot in. That's for MaizePlus, obviously. He also just released another mod that I think came out today. It is the sugar mill with byproducts, and that also does when you put the sugar beets in to get your sugar, it'll give you byproducts of sugar beet pulp, I think, and molasses. So you can use those to then obviously use in your feed or do beet pulp silage and whatnot for your animals. So check those out if you are using MaizePlus, because they can be helpful. And make sure you rate them a 5-star rating if you like them. Always helps out the smaller new mod makers. So also, if you don't know, Mark Thor in chat, he does a ton of mods, and he's also just extremely helpful fellow in the farm sim community. He's on just about every Discord, and I don't think he sleeps, so pretty much contact him at any time of the day. But he does a lot of help with some other YouTube content creators. I know he helps Farm Sim Guy. He's been helping out Scroft a lot lately, I believe, too. So definitely check him out. I don't know, he does have a Discord, but I don't know if it's public or not. So feel free to drop in my Discord and we can figure it out. It's the least I can do, Mark. How much you've helped me out and given me mods, and also helped out some of my favorite YouTube creators. So I don't know, do you have anything on the mod hub yet, Mark? I know you've talked about submitting some stuff, but I don't know if you've actually done it yet. Typically a person that doesn't clean my machines very often, but I think I'm feeling pressured by the stream to do it. Alright, Mark. Well, people, keep your eye open for the name Mark Thor when you're downloading mods. Make sure you give it a 5-star rating if one pops up. Thought I had given you moderators. Maybe not. Oh, there's a crash into the hedge. What do I get for looking at chat? I wonder why I'm seeing that ring on here. Thought I had changed my settings to get rid of that, but maybe not. Like pop-in ring. Weird. But we might have completed the con. Yeah, we did. That means we're gonna have quite a few bales left over. Take those back to the farm, or just sell them. Catching the edge. That is weird. I feel like I'm getting like a really big shadow pop in a ring. I wonder if that's relight. I don't know. Well, we're gonna grab these last few bales, and we'll probably be calling it the end of the stream because I only got about 20 more minutes or so, and then I gotta get ready to go pick up the kid from school. I'm glad everything's been going smooth because doing this is giving me a lot more confidence for hopefully the No Man's Land series coming up. 5 episodes I'll have. Hoping to be able to possibly get 1 or 2 of those done this weekend, depending on how when Mighty Mike finishes up, if he doesn't have any setbacks. We'll be looking out for those. I'll try to post them a little bit more ahead of time so that not like a 20-minute notice. Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch Mike later. I don't think he's gonna be on today. I believe it's gonna be on tomorrow, unless he's posted something since then saying otherwise. Yeah, Mark, I thought I'd put you in, honestly, as my as a moderator on my community settings on YouTube, but then I realized it hadn't given you the little fancy wrench yet, so figured it's worth having one because gotta keep all them trolls at bay, right? Thank you, Kartek. I appreciate that. Oh, I guess you guys are on a little bit later time, but is he? I'll have to check it out. I'll have to see if he's going on or not. I thought he had said he was going to, and then I talked to him last night. Because I was trying to get the mods list and whatnot from him, and he said he was thinking he was going to have a family thing or something come up, so he wasn't going to be able to get to it until Saturday. But I guess we'll find out. Only thing mostly with my schedule is because I'm in the States, and typically I don't get to stream at this early in the day on a Friday. It just so happens I have the day off due to Veterans Day here in the States, and then the wife is out of the house for a couple days, and then the kid was in school, so it just worked out that I could basically do the stream, test it out, and see how things go. But typically my streams will probably be later in the afternoon for me, which tends to be pretty late for you, Kartek, so I don't expect you to be there by any means. Don't expect you to be up till midnight trying to watch my streams, or 2 in the morning. You're not Mark Thor, you're not a cyborg that can stay awake. Alright, well, we're wrapped up with the contract here. I'm going to complete the contract just so we get the money. We should be good. If you haven't tried this mod out, it's called Time Saving Stock Check. Kind of gives you everything you need to know. Just kind of ignore this because that's part of Attingham Park, the map itself. It does this with the animal pen. I think Scott did a mod preview on that. Thanks, Kartek. Making me laugh. Now, if I do streams, they'll probably mostly be like, if they're during the day at any time, it'd mostly be on a Saturday or a Sunday when I have a couple hours I can get to myself. Maybe the wife's busy or something, but typically during the day I'm either working or with my family, my kid. But most of the time when I do play, it's after putting the kid down to bed. How are you, Mark? Yeah, it would be nice because honey doesn't appear on anything. Can't check it in your productions menu. I don't feel like it even shows up in the product menu most of the time. You can just see the sell point, that's it. I think it was Scott or Mike, I'm not which one, they just kept grabbing pallets and pallets of it from the hive the one time. on that one. Kind of weird, because isn't honey like a normal base game thing, like an animals thing? I don't know. I wish it could at least be added to the animals tab or something. Half the time you place it down and you kind of forget about it. Let it do its thing. Oh, that was a dinger. Don't mind that fence post. Chris, it is a pretty cool mod. I just saw your chat. I've only just added it in to a couple things. Couple saves. Okay. Right on time, Nightbot. So, we're hitting that 2-hour mark, and I gotta start getting ready to go pick up the kids, so we're gonna be wrapping up the stream here. Feel like it's been good. I've definitely feel a lot better about doing it now. Thank you for everybody who's stuck with me and chatted, kept things interesting. I know it wasn't a ton of work, but I just wanted to test it all out. So feel free to jump in the Discord if you're not part of the Discord. I'm pretty active on there. I'm active on a couple others, but if you have any questions on stuff, be looking forward to more. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the No Man's Land the next 5 episodes after Mighty Mike Farms. So go check out Mighty Mike, Scott Free for All's 5 episodes, as well as the original one. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for watching. Please remember to click that like button, share, subscribe if you're not, and I'll catch you on the next one.